A whole year is a long period if you frequently masturbate. It might sound like an excessive duration of time to go without masturbation. Even though you masturbate occasionally, once a month or so, a year remains quite a long time. With current trends like NoFap being promoted as healthy undertakings, particularly aimed at men, we wonder what truly happens if you spend a year without masturbating. Today we will be discussing the good, the bad, and the disgusting when it comes to masturbation abstinence. Number 1. Prevents harmful pornography use. Masturbating usually comes with porn. We don't often consider how connected they are, to the point where they are almost synonymous. The horrible fact is that relationships get more problematic. Pornography is addictive, and when that dopamine cycle grows weaker, people might be encouraged to go for weird and even worse stuff. Since masturbation and porn are so closely interconnected, abstaining from masturbating for a long period might help you break yourself free from the attractive traps of porn. More significantly, doing so will help you break away from the weird, frustrating stuff. Problematic pornography usage doesn't only relate to the kind of porn you watch, but also to the way you watch it and the way frequently you watch it. If you find yourself thinking about porn or masturbation regularly and at inappropriate moments, abstaining from masturbation might be wonderful for you. So how would this look after a whole year? Porn will not have a strong hold on you, and your thinking about sex and relationships will be a lot better. Even if you are not addicted to masturbating, you can find sex to be much more satisfying when you abstain. Number 2, increased energy. If you're struggling with low energy and you feel sluggish, the last thing you might think of as a reason can be your masturbation routines. On the surface, it doesn't appear like it would have any impact on your vitality at all. A research study published in the Journal of Addiction Science explains the concept that porn and masturbation do have an unhealthy effect on your energy, mood, determination, and confidence. These detrimental effects can still be there if you masturbate without porn, but they can become more severe with porn use. It might be challenging to abstain from one without also abstaining from the other. It could affect everyone who masturbates, regardless of those who are addicted. By abstaining, you could notice an immense improvement in not just your vitality, your motivation, and your state of mind, but it can also minimize feelings of anxiety and mental exhaustion. Will the change last for a whole year? It might not feel like it, but it could be related to abstinence being the new normal for you. Number 3, less concentration on sex. You would think that less masturbation might make you think about sex much more, but a study conducted by social psychologists Roland Imhoff and Felix Zimmer indicates otherwise. Abstinence from masturbating reduces the effects of hypersexuality. In simple terms, by abstaining from masturbation, you are not programmed to hunt for sex in everything, and you won't experience the feeling of constantly being a bit hungry for your next orgasm. This can do a lot of good. It can help you enhance your relationships with other people, as hypersexuality renders people less sociable. It grants you space in your brain to focus on truly important matters, boosting your performance at work or school. However, like any addictive behavior, it is difficult to quit, so for moments that desire to masturbate will be higher than ever before. After a whole year, you may be wondering how you ever got anything done before with hypersexuality taking up so much room in your thoughts. Number 4, there may be health threats. You could have heard that by not masturbating, your semen might become unhealthy, and you would be at a higher risk of developing prostate cancer. This can be true, as proved by research conducted by cancer epidemiologist Dr. Jennifer Ryder and co-workers. However, as any other specialists in the field would be quick to point out, this research applied to middle-aged men who were asked to self-report. The findings are not clear enough to certainly claim avoiding ejaculation will give you prostate cancer. It is still important to be informed about this, particularly because as more studies are conducted, it might be more or less dangerous than we think. Number 5, addressing your hormones. There's a lot more associated with masturbation than deciding to have sex or not. There's also the unmistakable presence of hormones in the situation. In certain instances, we require a little strategy to blow off steam and alleviate some of that tension. Even after abstaining for an extended period, you continue to feel those desires. If you do not have a means to relieve that tension, you might find yourself straining to concentrate. This is not the same as hypersexuality, since you will not always feel the anxiety and mental exhaustion that come with hypersexuality. After an entire year of abstaining from masturbating, it's possible that your hormones will adjust, but that may not be a good thing since it might damage your desire and sexual health. So should you stay a year without masturbation? A year is a bit of a lengthy period, and the research is not as deep as it has to go for a definitive answer. With that being said, there are a few significant advantages to abstaining, so maybe an entire year is an unrealistic and unnecessary target. Try paying attention to your body. Go as long as you can without masturbation, and certainly avoid porn as much as possible. The excessive use of porn and regular masturbation seem to be the primary culprits in the detrimental impact of masturbating.